It's me, Maria of San Francisco, and our today's vlog is all about the Muir Woods. And I know that this is an informational or educational topic here, but I just want to let you know, guys, here that my vlogs here it's all about everything, everything about the a bit everything about our travels, me and my husband here, and everything that we have visited here. So not just and also the unboxing type of our things. So it's not just only it covers the one specific only specific type of category here, like the food or not food, travel. It covers everything here. Okay, so and I'm gonna so as you can see here in the pictures or on my in my video, in my today's video, I posted photos first before before I inserted the videos itself, or the video clips itself, because as you can see there, it's my first time to having a voiceover here. And among all the videos here that I posted before, those were all it's just the music background. But actually, this is my first time here to have a voiceover of a video that I'm gonna be posting this on YouTube. So, and also, I know that this video is so raw, meaning to say I didn't edit anything here. It's just I added all of the clips, all the videos here in order to complete my vlog here, and even my voiceover. And I do apologize for this, but I am a little bit conscious, or I'm so conscious here of having a voiceover because it's my first time. So please forgive me about this. And yeah, and actually, okay, honestly speaking here, I took the trailing or the hiking, but we consider it here as trailing because it's a flat terrain. For us here, for the hiking, it means to say that you're gonna be climbing in, you're gonna be jumping over here, or so it's kind of dangerous here to do a hike, right? So let's get started here, okay? And okay, so our topic all about here is about Muir Woods. So before I entered here in the USA 2 years ago, I've really heard about the Muir Woods because it's so popular here in the USA, and sometimes they're being visited by they're visited by the people all over the world here. Every time they're gonna be visiting here in here in the Bay Area, which is in the Muir Woods. So as I mentioned earlier here that that okay, I am from San Francisco, and so the travel distance here from San Francisco going to the Muir Woods it only took 45 minutes here for to us. Okay, so I know that it's kind of pretty short here because it's for the pandemic. It took shorter for us here by car. Okay, but technically speaking here, if there is no pandemic, it's gonna be taking 1 hour or two here. Okay, so so we went we okay, so and what else? So what did we bring here? We only brought two bottles, or two insulated bottle of water here, and which 1 liter each, and only a backpack and our raincoat here because we were surprised here that it was raining. But we didn't bring any umbrellas here, but it's just we only brought here only my raincoat, because my husband here didn't bring anything here, so he was also surprised. Okay, and I'm gonna be talking. No, I'm not gonna be prolonging this here introduction here, but let's get started. Okay, and okay, why Muir Woods is very popular here to among the tourists, to all the tourists here. Okay, It is because okay, Muir Woods is it's okay, Muir Woods is all about covering the redwood trees. So as you can see there, the tallest, the sturdiest, okay, the sturdiest logs here. Yeah, I mean, and they're all yeah, I mean, by the time that we entered here, it was so, I was so surprised. Everything was worth it. Everything was worth visiting for here. And I mean, regardless of the price that we paid for the parking fee, because it was pretty expensive, yeah. And you really had to had a reservation. It took for us here to had a reservation a week before that because it's getting full fast. Okay, we tried to book it, okay, yeah, so I tried to book it here as I mean okay, as early as 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. here, but I was just asking, I was just asking my husband here what time would it be here for us to visit the place here. I only asked him for 30 seconds, okay, and when I tried to reset or to refresh the website here, oh my god, the 6 to 7 a.m. has went already in full. It's just for only a span of 30 seconds, so I had to book a reservation for the next for the next hour here, which is from 7 a.m. Okay, that was so pretty fast. Okay, and yeah, let's get started here. And as you can see there, that the trailing or the trailing that we took, okay, we did the trailing here for 4 hours here. Yeah, pretty 4 hours, and it didn't finish. It's not really finished here. And as you can see here, when you're gonna be searching on the vlogs, other vlogs here on YouTube, most of them, they really finished the trailing or hiking, as they consider. They finished this for 6 hours, but for us 4 hours only here because yeah, we were hungry. We were hungry, and where are we going to pee, right? Because we were drinking water here, even though it's a few amount here, but yeah, we need to drink water, and we're going to be starting to pee. So we really had to stop this, even though we wanted to continue this, but yeah, we had to stop. That's the best time to do that. Okay, and okay, and all right, so Muir Woods is one of the best attractions here in the world here, and Muir Woods is really worth seeing because you're going to be having a chance here to see all the redwood trees, all the preserved redwood trees here. And okay, and you can see there on the redwood trees there is, okay, so there's an average age of the coastal redwoods there. It is between 600 and 800 years old, with the oldest being at least 1,200 years old or 1,200 years old. So this is still young for the redwoods, as they can live up to 2,200 years or 2,200 years. So based on my research as of October of last year. Okay, and another thing here for yeah, why we visited this place here, this great place or enchanting place here, it is because this is in celebration for our Valentine's Day. Yeah, for a change, because people there are, people right now, they're gonna be eating outside, spending they're gonna be doing the picnic. But for us here, we tried it for a change. Okay, that is due on trailing. Okay, and we visited 2 places here, but I'm gonna be posting the other one here, for the other place that we visited also, which is which is at Muir Beach. Muir Beach. It's kind of hard to pronounce that right. Okay, so let's get started also here. Okay, or let's gonna be continue. So there are 4 bridges here. Okay, that are pretty long here. So the first bridge here. Okay, you're gonna be taking off the Redwood Creek trails. The second one here, The second bridge here is the short trail here. So it's gonna be taking you 1.5 hour and 1.5 mile loop trail. The third bridge here will be the medium type. It is an hour long here with one mile and loop trail. And the fourth bridge here, okay, it will be 1.5 hour and 2 mile loop trail. So you're gonna be returning via the hillside trail. Okay, and you really have to follow the wooden steps here, so you don't get lost here. Okay, while you're traveling by yourself, or with anybody, with someone here. Okay, and all right, and there are some reasons here. Okay, there are some reasons here why you should visit the Muir Woods. All right, so Muir Woods here is, okay, history is almost as interesting as its trees here are very majestic. It's true, they're really majestic here. So during the late 1800s here, Muir Woods was also known as Redwood Canyon. So because of this, it was considered as one of the most profitable resources for the logging industry. So everything that I've gathered here were coming from the others, from different sources. And I'm doing this only for the voiceover, okay? Just to give you the ample information or educational information here about the Muir Woods. So the next time here, if you're gonna be traveling here, if you're coming from the other state here in the U.S., or if you're coming from the other country here, okay? And so from our friends here, from our loved ones here who are still in the Philippines and trying to visit the USA. I think you have to really visit the Muir Woods. It's only located here in the Bay Area, okay? So yeah, it's next to the Bay Bridge. Yeah, it's gonna be next to the Bay Bridge here. Yeah, it's next to the Bay Bridge here. I'm not pretty sure if we took the Oakland Bridge earlier. I forgot already. I'm sorry for that, but yeah, you're gonna be entering the Bay Bridge. Then if you're gonna be coming back home here from Muir Woods, you're gonna be taking the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge. So yeah, and by the way, the okay, as I mentioned earlier here, that we paid the parking fee. Yes, you really had to pay for the parking fee just to book a reservation. And yeah, I know we paid $45 here. Okay, yeah, I mean, but this $45 here can take you up to a whole day here. Okay, can take up to the whole day. So you're gonna be parking spot here, and that's it. It will last here for about 6 hours here, or to a whole day. Okay, for the trip. And if you're gonna be converting this into a Philippine peso, so I did my calculation here. So it's gonna be taking. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot already here, ma'am and sir. Okay, so $45 times 48 as the conversion. Okay, for today because of the pandemic. So it's gonna be it will be converted into 2,160 Philippine pesos. That's it. That's only for the parking. Okay. Yeah. It's Bay Area. It's San Francisco, so everything is very expensive. So don't get surprised about that. Okay. All right. Okay. So, and to preserve its natural beauty here, it was purchased by the U.S. Congressman William Kent and his wife Elizabeth. So there was a reason behind this action. So John Muir, the man Muir Woods is named after that, and inspired Kent to buy nearly 300 acres of this forest. So John inspired him with his wildlife coats, so redwood coats and naturalist coats. Okay, and all right, and there are, as I mentioned here, there are 9 reasons here why you have to visit this place. The first one here is the Muir Woods history. The second one here is about the Muir Woods trees. That's right. It is covered in dense forest here of coastal redwoods. These incredible evergreens are a close relative of the giant sequoia and are noteworthy for their fragrant red bark and towering heights. So the Muir Woods tallest tree is 258 feet tall. and the average age of the trees here is between 600 and 800 years. And the oldest tree in the woods here, it is at least 1200 years old. But I think this is the oldest they can get here. The trees here can live up to 2200 years. So if you go further north, the trees can reach the heights up to 379 feet. The oldest redwood tree can be found in the Sierra Nevada. Okay, and these large and long-lived size here, they play a significant role in nutrients, carbon, and water cycling in the forest that support an abundance in plant and animal life. Okay, and so the visitors to San Francisco here will definitely want to take an opportunity of seeing these ancient groves. Trust us, you won't want to miss out on seeing these awesome giants up close. Another thing here, why you have to explore the Muir Woods, it's all about the views. Got it. Yeah. So if the trees here themselves are not enough of the draw here, this coastal monument offers sensational ocean views to the adventurous hiker. Okay, while much of the park here is devoted to the flat terrain of the valley floor, there are several hikes here that lead up to the sides of the canyon. So, and all right, and the short distance down from the main path of the Muir Woods, you can find the Canopy Trail. The trail will take you to the outside of the main area and offers a beautiful hike. So it's going to be taking 1.5 miles in total here and to the intermediate level. But it is one considered of the easier trails. Next one here, you're gonna at the next trail here will be the panoramic trail, okay, and another trail here with some deep sea trail, okay. So excuse me, okay, so it climbs up to the valley forest. So it's getting harder and harder. Every time you are finishing the trail here, it's getting harder and harder, and you have to choose here. The level of your walking performance here. So which one? The easier, the medium one, or the intermediate one, or the hardest one. Okay. So, but if you want a kind of immediate one here, intermediate one is the Bootjack Trail, and we entered that also. So which is 6 miles in total here, and at the end of that you will connect to the Ben Johnson trails, which will take you back to the main area. Okay, and another thing here, why you have to visit this Muir Woods is all about the wildlife. Yeah, I know there are no any dangerous species here for now. Okay, because based on my research here, the bigger the crowd here, the animals get scared for that. So that's why we're not seeing anything for now, and it's really safe here for everyone. Don't get fret about that. It's really safe for everyone here, and as okay, so before we start hiking here, I could see lots of moms or expectant mothers here who are doing that thing, and even the kids here, even the babies also, and even the grandparents, they are also visiting this place. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of Muir Woods visitors here think there is no wildlife in the woods here. Okay, at first it is very quiet, but if you're going to be looking closer, you will see that the riders are home to a diverse mix of animals. So the animal species you can find in the woods depends on the time of the day here, of the season. So I told you we booked a reservation here for starting at 7 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. Okay, and excuse me, if you want to take a spot at the particular animal here, make sure to check if it's already arrived in Muir Woods before you visit. So in Muir Woods is home to more than 50 species of birds and a variety of woodland animals. So it is also a spawning and rearing site of the threatened fish species coho salmon. So while most of the wildlife in the Muir Woods keeps well out of sight of visitors, so you may be able to glance a glimpse of some if you keep your eyes open. We can see it there sometimes, okay? But for us, we didn't get a chance here that you're going to be seeing the chipmunks, wild-tailed deer, wild turkeys, gray foxes, butterflies, and of course the banana slugs. Even though you're most likely won't see them, the woods are also home to river otters, spotted owls, bats, and bobcats. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So you have to keep in mind here before you're visiting this place here that this is a wildlife wild. Okay, you're not allowed to give food to the wildlife here and never leave the food unattended here. So I am, because this place is very preserved, if you're really really hungry or if you're really starving here, you really have to, yeah, I mean, you really have to, I mean, you can take snacks there, okay, just a few amount here, but never throw anything things out here, okay, because you're also one, I mean, you're one, okay, you're one of the reasons here that gives the benefits here to preserve this this forest. And the people here are, all the visitors here are very disciplined, and we're also disciplined here, okay. And we have to know the rules also here, because there are lots of cameras out there. Yes, we see, yeah, a while ago here we saw some cameras here. They're hidden cameras here. It's just there are, I mean, only the small sized cameras, okay, so that, I mean, just for your protection also here, okay. For your protection. You're right. And the problem of driving to Muir Woods here is bring your own car here as parking. So you have to you have to reserve a parking spot in order for you to park your car at this slot here, because the spots sell out quickly. Sometimes there are people here, if there is no pandemic, you really have to make a reservation here in advance, which is really a struggle, okay. A great solution for that here is by taking Uber, but I'm not gonna be recommending. We are also considering that option here, but we didn't take that part here because there are no really Uber drivers out there. No really Uber drivers out there, okay? Okay? And you're gonna be paying much for that instead of bringing your own transportation. So yeah. So I think it's the best here if you're San Franciscan, you're gonna be bringing your car instead, okay, or your truck here. And I have one issue about this. By the time that we are parking our car here, there is no cell phone reception. Yeah, you got it right. There is no cell phone reception. There is no signal until the end of the day. Yeah, until we end this 4 hour trip. For our adventurous trip. We didn't get I didn't get a chance here to do a video calling to my siblings, to my sisters here, to my parents. I didn't get a chance to chat them on the messenger or any other regular phone calls, because there is no cell phone. There is no cell phone reception here, okay. So please do not get surprised about that. So this means when you hike through the woods, you're ready to get back to the city here, as you're not able to call an Uber for the ride back here, okay. And excuse me. All right. So okay, so there's a variety of convenient ways to get to Muir Woods from San Francisco. So you have to take it by either car, shuttle, or even one of the guided Muir Woods shuttle bike tours. So there are no tours here for now because of the pandemic, right? So some people here, they're taking it via Uber or by car. And whatever mode of transportation you choose, we recommended you to planning ahead here and getting an early start, because parking can fill up so fast at this popular destination. Another thing here, why you have to visit this place here, it's because of the weather. So like most of the coastal California, Muir Woods experiences mild weather almost year round. It's just mild weather. Whether you come in high summer or midwinter, the climate in the Redwood Grove is similarly mild and comfortable, if a little cool in the deep shade of the trees. So due to the Pacific Ocean, because San Francisco Bay Area covers the Pacific Ocean. That's why we call the Bay Area. It's just over the hills here. The woods are often enveloped in a dense morning fog that usually evaporates in the late afternoon. So seeing the most shrouded woods is a breathtaking experience. So we recommended trying to get to the groves here early in the day if you can. All right. And another thing here, why you have to visit this place here, it's because of the Muir Woods hikes. This 554-acre park is crisscrossed with hiking trails for every level of the hiker. Along the valley floor, you will find the Bohemian Grove Trail, a 2-mile loop of wide wooden walking paths. So when you're gonna be walking along the wooden walking paths here, you will pass the 4 bridges, as I mentioned. So every bridge is connected to its own loop. So bridge 4 is the farthest way, so this hike here is the longest. Okay, so the trails here, as you can see there, they're very steep. They're very steep. And they're kind of slippery here because it was raining at that time when we visited the place, so you had to get ready to bring your hiking or trailing tools or equipment for you to be safer. And excuse me. So whether you spend your hike simply breathing in the beauty of nature or snapping epic, Muir Woods is an Instagrammable, okay? And I am not active with the Instagram. I have my Instagram account here, but I'm not really active anymore here since 2016. Okay? And excuse me, okay? And what else here? Okay, and another thing here why you have to explore the Muir Woods is because of the tours. So if you're wondering how to get to the Muir Woods, we've got you covered. Finding the park entrance can be surprisingly challenging, and the devoted parking a lot is often full. So because of this, we think booking a redwood tour is an amazing way to easily access the park. So there are several options for Muir Woods tours, including the famous San Francisco tour to Muir Woods, and our bike the bridge and shuttle to Muir Woods tour. With these, as I mentioned earlier here, that the tours here are still closed, okay, until further notice. So both of these tours include a lengthy visit to Muir Woods. So during the stop here, you will have plenty of time here to take a self-guided walk around the Bohemian Grove Trail. Yeah, and last but not the least here, okay, why you have to visit a place here is because there's a cafe, right? There's a cafe also. So the Muir Woods Trading Company Cafe is well worth pointing out. So after hiking through the sometimes chilled redwoods, you do yourself a huge favor to stop at this little restaurant for some warm refreshments. This cafe boasts a menu featuring hot and cold beverages here, from paninis fresh off the grill, hearty soup, deli sandwiches, and locally inspired chip pastries. So it's a perfect way to end your Muir Woods trip. Okay? and okay, and all right, okay, and so I just want to welcome you guys here for listening, or for visiting this great place here, okay, to this rare ancient forest where the coast redwoods reign, many over 600 years old. They've already survived the fires and floods and avoided intense logging and that took so many other redwoods. So these old trees here have provided shelter and nutrients for younger trees, other plants, and many animals. People have been coming here for thousands of years, finding plenty of food, shelter, and wonders to celebrate in their cultures. So as you walk among the redwoods, you have to breathe in deeply and reflect on this forest history and future. So before we visited this place here, actually, excuse me, there's a lot of oxygen. You could feel that there's a lot of oxygen here compared to when you're outside or when you're living in the city here or from other state. I mean, we could breathe. I mean, it's just there's a lot of oxygen here. Okay, we could breathe so easily, It's just like we are primitives. It's just, it's very peaceful also here. And it's just like you are, I mean, all of your problems here, you just forgot all your problems here, okay? By the time that we're hiking, because you have a peaceful mind, you don't worry about something here, you're not connected, you're just connected with the nature itself. You're very connected with the nature here. There are no any signal receptions here, no any social media. It's just between you, the nature, and someone. Okay? So maybe you're wondering here why we only visited this place here today instead of in June 2018 by the time I entered here in the USA. Yeah, it's because of time constraints. So people know it that San Francisco is a very fast-paced environment compared to other states here. When we visited the Las Vegas here, it was so plain. It's not really. It's a low. It's a not really fast-paced in here. So compared to San Franciscans here are really busy, and especially me here. I only took the advantage here for having the holiday, the long weekend here, okay, because of the Valentine's Day here and the President's Day. Tomorrow is gonna be the President's Day, so this will be our 2 day celebration here for this special kind of celebration, the Valentine's and the President's Day.